What's up, guys? It's Lukewarm Reviews, back from the holidays. I hope everybody had a good holiday, Happy New Year and stuff. I've been gone for a while, obviously, celebrating the holidays a little bit. I've been working a lot. I work at a theme park, so this is like the busy season for us. And then in my free time, I've just been relaxing and celebrating a little bit. But I'm back, and I've seen a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of stuff to talk about. So I'm about to record 3 videos in a row, so get ready to see a couple of me wearing this awesome Hanna-Barbera shirt all in a row, because I got some stuff I'm really excited to talk about. First thing, this video right here is going to be about The Last Jedi. I'm pumped about this video. I'm really excited. I'm going to start fights with this video, because I have feelings about The Last Jedi. I have really intense feelings. So let's get into it. I'll start by saying I think it helped that I'm not a Star Wars superfan. I legitimately think that enhanced my viewing experience with this movie, because I didn't really have any expectations, and I'm not super attached to anything. I don't really hold any kind of reverence for the franchise. I know that it's great and it did a lot for the genre, but I'm not a super fan. And I loved this movie. This is my favorite Star Wars movie, for sure. And it's one of my favorites of the year. I just loved everything about it. I love the character choices. I love the gray areas that Rian Johnson is writing into this saga, and I'll explain why. In a lot of the old Star Wars movies, particularly in the prequels, and everybody knows that the prequels are bad, but particularly in the prequels, it's very hard to tell what anyone is fighting for. There's the good guys and there's the bad guys, but it's so jumbled up in this political nonsense that I have trouble telling why the bad guys are bad guys. You just know they're bad guys because their lightsabers are red or whatever. In this movie, Rian Johnson makes it much more about the individual, and we see exactly why Kylo Ren is evil. And it's not because he believes in the dark side of the Force. It's not because he's a Sith. It's because he's a selfish person. And you see that when he kills Snoke, that he has no loyalty towards the Sith or to the dark side. He's a selfish person, and he wants to be on top. He wants what's best for himself. And that is a much more easily identifiable villain right there. I absolutely loved it. And it becomes so much more personal when you look at it that way. And it's not about groupthink, which is always bad. It's not about good versus evil. It's about people against each other. And you get to see that. And you get to see so much more about Kylo Ren. And that makes you care about him. And you get to see so much more about Rey. And I care about her. And all of the other characters. All the characters are great. So just morally, it's so much more compelling to me than any of the other Star Wars movies. And again, I haven't seen the original 3 in quite a while. I should go back and rewatch those. But especially compared to the sequels, it's just way more personal. It's way more identifiable. All of that aside, the viewing experience itself is unbelievable. It's so exciting right from the start. It's got a really nice 3-act structure. In the middle act, it backs off a little bit, and there's some nice character development. It says some interesting things about class structures with the whole like casino planet, and that's another thing that furthers the moral gray area that the film exists in. When we get to see that all of the kind of war profiteers, they make money off both the Resistance and the First Order. So it's got really interesting themes. It's got a really nice structure, is what I was saying. It starts out really, really exciting. Poe Dameron starts out the movie. Again, he's the best character in the new franchise. I'm obsessed with Poe Dameron. He drifts in an X-Wing fighter, which is the best. He drifts in an X-Wing fighter. And then we have BB-8 doing amazing stuff. BB-8's the best droid I've ever seen. And then we get Finn is super good. His fight with Captain Phasma at the end is amazing. All the cinematography is really good. The whole thing is very clean. There's lots of really deep reds, which are really awesome. There's some incredibly nice composition to some of the shots that are going on here. When the Resistance cruiser goes light speed through the dreadnought, or the whatever it's called, and the sound cuts out and it freeze frames a couple of different times, my jaw was on the floor. It's an incredibly beautiful movie. It's an unreasonably beautiful movie. Rian Johnson could have easily kind of done what J.J. Abrams did with The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi is almost a carbon copy of A New Hope. I meant Force Awakens, obviously. I'm just a moron. And it's good. It's a good movie. There's good acting in it. I like the characters, because A New Hope is a good movie. But Rian Johnson wanted to make his Star Wars movie. And he did. And it's different, and it's compelling, and it's amazing. The acting is pretty good. Mark Hamill has some surprisingly vulnerable moments in it. He's really, really nice. Yeah, there's very little bad to say about the acting. The music is good, as always. I just was floored by this movie. It's one of the best I've seen all year. It's one of the most fun times I've had in a theater all year. And I want to talk about it. So if you disagree, if you hated the movie, or if you do agree and you loved it, let me know in the comments. Let's chat. I want to talk. I'm ready to talk. I absolutely loved this movie. I hope you did too. I'll be back really soon. I actually have some more reviews that I'm going to record right now. So give me a subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. See ya.